What was this place that we were in right now like? It's not hard to envision, when you have an area that's not so populated, that you can literally pull off the side of the road and walk down to the river off the bank, or you can walk out into the forest and not see these buildings. And it's like walking back in time. You know? We're so connected through spirit and to this sacred ground that when we walk through the woods, we see our ancestors. And when we look down that trail, we see them go behind the tree. You know, we have the ability to go and place our hands on those matuks, the tree, and close our eyes. And we can see, if we're true in our spirit, we can see everything that elder, right, has witnessed. That's what this was. That's what it was. It still is that space in certain places, just like where we're sitting now. You know, we hear the sound of the river. It's comforting. It reminds us of when we were in our mother's womb, before we were born into this world. You know, we're reminded of that closeness, that connection, the deepest connection that could ever possibly be. The future of this place is going to come down to us. The only way to put this all back into balance and live in peace and harmony is if we do it together. The indigenous people of the world, not just here, are being called upon, right? We're being called upon by our ancestors. We're being called upon by, the Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, Kishalomokwane, We're being called upon by the federal government. We're being called on by local governments. We're being called on, by other indigenous people. We're being called on, by universities and foundations, who are shifting, their focus. And now they want local indigenous knowledge, right, to be a part of everything that they do, because they realize that without us, they can see what they did, right? They can see it. And the only way for them to be able to revert back, to put this balance back, is by our inclusion, right? We didn't have the word stewardship. It was our way of life. We understood, what we do upriver is going to affect our relatives that live down the river. And why would we do that? We wouldn't even do that to our enemies. We wouldn't do it to gain a dollar bill, because that's what this all became. But it has to be about we, our, and us, right? We, ours, and us together. They have to allow us to continue on with our sense of community. It has to be rebuilt. We all have to feel like we belong and that we're a part of something, that we're a part of our natural world. And when we do that, when we can strip away in our minds, right, what has been put there by hundreds of years of colonialism, we'll be able to survive. Climate change is wrong, right? It's human change.